Hey guys, I'm Johan with Sierra Spotlight, and I'm here with Adam and his Tesla Model 3. Today we're going to do a little review and walk around of his car. How do you like your car, and what was the reason why you purchased it?
Well, nice to meet you, Johan. So to answer your question, this car is a 2019 Model 3. I had been aware of this since the Model S came out, and I thought that was too expensive. However, once Elon Musk said that a smaller one was coming out, I started to pay closer attention. And so I waited once they came out, about the first 2 years or so. And March 9th, 2019, I remember I test drove it. It was a Tuesday, and I bought it that following Friday. So that's how this car came to be. Safest car you can buy, one of the 3 safest cars you can buy from the same manufacturer. Just a wonderful car to drive.
Yeah, Teslas have that reputation, especially with being safe and having all that protection, especially with having all their battery cells in the cars and that under-road protection. Mm-hmm. What are some of your favorite features about the car?
So one of my favorite features about the car actually are the headlights. The headlights are, I think they are completely dynamic. I haven't done too much research, but I have paid attention to what they do in particular conditions. So these LEDs, this is some kind of projector scenario, and this lights up specifically itself. But underneath it, the LEDs are mirrored off of this surface, and they dynamically adjust based on light conditions.
How do you like having a frunk and a trunk?
So let's see here. So the so-called frunk is called that because it was a front trunk, because there's no engine in these cars, typically placed up front. Interestingly enough, I don't use this a lot, but the features that I do like, it's mostly useful for small things that you don't want tipping over, or that you don't want, in compromising situations in the back trunk where they can spill or anything like that. So you just put them in there. Maybe you put something in between them. I've carried a bouquet of roses in this with no trouble.
I like the little hexagons up on the top of the hood.
Yeah, that is a pretty neat detail.
It's a neat little detail that you don't see that too much on underneath the bonnets.
I actually think this is an example of the smart thinking behind this car, because a hexagon shape is actually a very structurally strong shape. And so you see the way that this is pressed, the entirety of it is just solid.
And no hood latches, or no hood struts to support it. It's just all on its hydraulics. Mm-hmm. Now, what are some of the things as we walk around the car that also you like and dislike?
This car is black, and maybe it's just a thing with black cars, but keeping it clean is
keeping
almost
black cars clean is a pain.
You do have to be careful. These cars have 6 sensors in each bumper, and a total of 8 cameras. This 1, 2, there's 3 of them up there. There's 1 back there. Is it 6 cameras? 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 8 cameras.
8 cameras.
And 12 sensors, 6 per bumper. Let's see, it has
a lot of tech.
Mm-hmm. A whole lot of tech.
And it's such a reasonably affordable car too.
Mm-hmm. This car was $39,900 out the door. And when I say $39,900, I mean everything. I mean all of the bits. I didn't have to ask any questions. Yeah, it's this. Good. Okay. That was it.
That is a good thing to see for that price point. And I see as lug nuts are usually hex, but the hexes on the lug nuts look pretty good too.
Mm-hmm. You can get caps for those. I didn't get the caps because I got aftermarket stay level hubcaps.
Ah, okay. Going with a little higher end in the Bentleys, keeping the hubcap centralized. So a few more features that Adam wants to go over on his Tesla are...
So one feature to point out here is the panoramic glass roof. As you can see, the glass roof consists of 3 panels. The windshield, the center, and the rear windshield. So all of this represents one solid glass sheet. And interestingly enough, Teslas are very safe. So this a Model S last week actually had 4 people stand on it, jumping up and down on the roof. These cars are very safe. A Model S was responsible for a broken test press. It broke one of NHTSA's rollover test presses. So that's the level of safety of this glass roof. Also, another interesting point about Teslas is because the glass roof is, or rather because the cars come with untinted glass, you will see most Teslas with some kind of tint on the windows. Because this glass roof, even though it is a sunshade, the amount of glass will just keep heat if you do not be careful.
Greenhouse effect.
Mm-hmm.
Full.
Absolutely.
The central air system is controlled by this 13-inch screen, as is everything else in a Tesla, and it has multiple modes, which, as you can see, are just regular sort of on. The climate will stay on after you leave, and will turn off when the battery reaches 20%. And it tells you when the climate beeping will stay on. Sentry mode will be disabled because for pets, Sentry mode, which I'll talk about in a moment, is the security system. Okay, and so this is the car will just stay on until 20%. Sentry mode, security alarm, and walk away lock will be disabled. It's just basically making it into a tent. You can watch all your videos and everything, and it's great. Let's see. So in here are the controls. This car icon brings up all of the basic configurations. So for example, we can adjust all the mirrors and everything. And actually, if you can see this here, these are user profiles. So we're in easy entry because that's what it uses, like it lowers the seats and adjusts everything so you can get in and out easily, right? Everything is completely controllable from the steering wheel. So for example, let's do this, right? We're in easy entry, and it's important to make sure that you have it in whatever it is. So when it gets out, I just saved it, and so when here, I'll show you. Look at this. I watch my seat. Right? I can adjust this so that it's any way that I want it to be. When I go to get out, pulls the steering wheel and everything away, and I just get out. And it does that automatically.
That is a nice little feature to have. That's one of the biggest things, especially being over 6 feet, is getting in and out of cars and having the steering wheel in the way.
I'm 6'1", I understand your pain. We can do all manner of things, such as view the Sentry Cam videos. So the cameras in the front, and then you can see these two here, this one here, and the rear camera are responsible for this.
That is a neat little thing to have. Now, do they have a certain recording time that they cut off and save on events? Or
Yes.
is it just a whole save file?
It just saves sequentially under a date.
Okay.
Right there.
So right onto a USB? That's cool.
And the bigger your USB, the faster the USB, the faster it does it. And it gets really ridiculously fast. But yeah, it supports up to 256 gigs, I think.
Right.
There's some flash drives that are recommended. There's the ones that have the high read write speed are the preferred ones.
Yeah. Especially with the amount of and the quality of the camera here. Definitely you need that high gigabit to keep all the data intact.
And so this is activated by the Sentry mode, which you would have to get out of the car and let it lock and do all kinds of stuff to trigger it. But the Sentry mode effectively allows the car to monitor itself. So for example, you'll see one of the accounts is Tesla Caught It on Instagram. And I'm shouting them out because they tend to post a lot of videos from the Tesla's perspective of various things. They showed somebody trying to pull the charging cable out of one, and the Tesla recorded everything and all around itself and everything. So these cars are safe from an asset protection perspective as well. I mean, you like to protect your expensive car. All the charging and everything is controlled from here. All of the statuses. Oh, I'm about to show you another feature of this. The reboot. Watch this. Ready? You press and you hold both of the rocker switches, right, the car is now off, technically. I will then go into my phone and it will boot the car up and do it itself. See?
There we go.
Yep.
That is cool. Another thing I'd like to point out is we're both wearing sunglasses, and that screen is super clear, and there's no any effects, especially with the polarized glasses I'm wearing. That is a nice little thing to have, because even in our Mercedes, the screen starts getting distorted with the colors, and that's nice.
I'm actually not sure how they do that. I thought about that too. And then there's something called Tesla Premium Connectivity, which gives you all kinds of fun options.
I've seen a lot of videos of the people playing the video games with the steering wheel.
But for $9 a month, you get Netflix, Hulu. Well, you get access to Netflix, Hulu.
There it is.
There we go. Yeah. Computer finished booting itself up. So, basically, this is pretty crazy. I mean, it's like, think iHeartRadio or something like that, but built into your car. It's like all of the lights and everything, and it learns because Teslas are quietly being converted to sort of a neural network approach. So, for example, the windshield wipers, I set them, right? But if I set them to, if I do that too many times, it will cause them to basically start working in the daytime without too much water. Because the system is smart enough to prevent you from training it wrong, but because it is monitoring conditions.
It is learning.
Yeah, it is learning. And so when you touch it, it tries to remember what you did. And I noticed the last time when I turned it off in the car wash, the next time through the car wash, it did not turn on. That was crazy.
Elon has some crazy schemes going around in his head. Yeah. Does this come with the autopilot?
It can't. I had it for 30 days when it first comes with it, so they give you like a trial.
Okay.
And then after that, there was 2 stages. So right now, Tesla currently only charges $7,000 for what they call full self-driving. March 19th was the last day that you had to pay for what was called enhanced autopilot.
Okay.
And that was a $3,000 option. I haven't pressed the issue, so it still shows on my upgrades that I have to buy it. But if I was to call them mine, I'm pretty sure they relax that. But it's still $7,000 for full.
Yeah, it's a pricey little option that offers a little bit of convenience.
So to shift into drive, I just press down one time, and now it's in drive. And so you don't hear any noise or anything.
No.
It's still, we're just sitting here, and that's it. But the car's on, and I get asked all the time, so is it running? Like, yeah, it's running. So I just put my foot down like you would any other way, and away we go. Okay, Johan, so now that we've driven around in it for a little bit and you've had a chance to experience the Tesla Model 3 for yourself, what are your impressions?
the acceleration is unreal. It's like you hear and watch all these videos about how well the Teslas accelerate. Just to experience it as a passenger, wow. And to being thrown back in the seat, even at such a normal rate, it was just like, wow. The handling's really well. And then on the central display, there's a visualization of the traffic in front of you. That is such a neat feature. It's unreal. And I really appreciate you letting us take today and your time to do this review with you.
Absolutely.
And being able to allow me to drive it, that would be an amazing thing. And it's just been unreal.
Well, how about you drive it?
Let's do it.
All right.
Alright, hey guys, it's Johan signing out from Sierra Spotlight. I'd like to thank Adam for letting us take out and give us a ride in this beautiful 2019 Tesla Model 3. Anything you'd like to shout out and plug for yourself?
Well, I'd just like to say thank you all very much for giving me an opportunity. Sierra Spotlight, I'm very happy to know y'all. We've been hanging out since Hunts Valley Horsepower. Just glad to be able to be a part of what's going on. I'd like to shout out Tech Life Steph. She is on the show with Michael Strahan, and she's on TV, and I would just like to shout her out. Check out her tech specials, her tech segments, check out her 60-second tech break. Check that out on Instagram at Tech Life Steph. Also, Till Death Do You Tweet is her workshop on internet safety, so please check that out. It is a wonderfully useful program for educating youngsters on safety and security and internet usage. Also, Tupperware, we have Facebook at Fresh Solutions for All. That is my wife's Tupperware business. Please check her out on Facebook. I am ATA Drawing on Instagram, and my wonderful haircut and grooming has been supplied by the New Harlem Renaissance Barbering and Hair Salon, Master Barber and Image Consultants. Thank you all very much for this opportunity. I had a wonderful time.
And with that, if you liked what you've seen, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good one.